This is what you get for going raw. This is what you
Oh
wanted.
my God.
He was like, hey, I'm married now. I can go raw. I can have fun. You didn't say, let's be married and be responsible and get you on something. This was what you wanted. I have no sympathy for you, Keon.
They was going raw before marriage, I'm
Wait.
sure.
Yeah.
We was raw early.
But they said, at no point did they say, let's be responsible with this. So I don't feel anything for
We was
Keon.
raw early.
He wanted this. He wanted this life. He knew he was going to make some handsome kids or some cute babies, and he did. They're both adorable. But I'm glad you're tired. I'm glad you. Keon looks like he wakes up exhausted.
You know, it's just.
He be up early, too,
This
in
is-
the group chat.
Tahir, Tony Baker, and Daddy Daycare. Welcome.
Hey guys, we got a new guy here. The one who's been talking the whole time.
We got to hear more
To hear more, guys.
Hey,
on
guys.
daddy issues, man.
Hey, man.
Welcome.
Thank you, man. I'm super excited to be here. I love
seem
doing things
excited.
I love doing
do.
things with my friends.
You on some coffee energy right now.
That's because Tahir went to the gym this morning. See how better you feel, Tahir?
No,
He not gonna.
I
Are you gonna
hate this
keep it
shit.
up?
Tony has been a month and a week, and I'm paying for it. When I'm paying for it, I keep it up.
All right.
Exactly.
I want the consistency. Everybody
And I-
be like, I'm in the gym, and
Nah,
then they
I
fade
kicked it
off.
up a notch and started going because I was going 3 to 4 days a week. Now I'm going every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay.
7 days a week I'm in the gym.
Yes, consistency.
Yeah, man.
I'd like to hear that, man.
My goal weight is take your shirt off in church. That's my
In
goal.
church?
weight. In church.
Randomly,
Yeah.
During the
because
offering? The
I-
dollar
do-
bills are already
doing the
out.
service.
off of
Doing-
my torso.
Doing the service. Like, I want to walk in. I'm like, oh, I heard y'all was giving out blessings in this joint. You know what I'm saying?
Come in. Are you gonna be greasy when you
Yeah,
come in?
it's
Shirtless?
gotta have the EVO.
Oiled up?
It's gotta have
In the
EVO.
anointed oils.
Because here's the thing, man. Like, for them to see it, I know they want to say something, but they know where I came from, and they be like, man, he really put in the work for it. So we just gonna let them have it. Like that would be a blessing to me.
All right, man.
So yeah, man.
I'm excited, man. What you gonna do
on
when the tour starts?
I already got the trainer working on it right now.
Okay.
He's doing me modified workouts, but then also the Nike Trainer app has amazing workouts that you can just do with your own body weight.
Okay.
All you need is a little bit of space.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like you in
steal
jail,
your.
dog.
I'ma steal your
just like-
workouts.
Man, do it, bro. I'll just get the app because it's super easy.
Cause we probably gonna be in the same hotel room. So
Yeah,
I'm
man.
just be like, yeah, let me just do what he doing.
Yeah, man, do it,
And then
man.
call it a day.
I'm ready for it, man. I've already planned to set a space of luggage just for my workout gear.
Now it sounds like you're lying.
No,
That's
I did.
stutter.
I did it when I went to St. Louis for the New Year's. I was just there, New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
I had to because so many
Singular.
people throw the S on there. It's like it's not
Always
New
No,
Year's.
Yes.
because for New
It's
Year's Eve and then Happy
Yeah.
New Year.
Yeah, exactly. If anybody texts me Happy New Year's, though, they are blocked
Yeah.
immediately.
It
I
pisses
don't.
you
I
off?
don't support it at all, man. That's like mines. Like somebody texts me mines. That's mines. Oh, blocked. Where are
That's
your
your pet
parents?
peeve?
It is, man.
Mine is I could care less. Could you? You could care less. It's I couldn't. Anybody who's listening, it's I couldn't care less.
Let
that
'em
means
know, Keon.
that means there's
Care
no
less.
further you can go. This is the farthest of less I can care. Like
Yes.
when you could, that means you could. You got more.
You being
facts to
considerate.
give.
I got more capacity to care. I'm not going to.
I can't.
But
I was
could
watching
care less.
CNN and all these political analysts, and somebody said I could care less. I was like, this is why this country's trash. You can't even say couldn't care less. And you supposed to be running things? I
Right.
hate
Listen,
everybody.
My daughter and my wife correct me daily on me misspeaking. Right?
Oh, this is
This is what I do. But my
just them two, huh?
right,
Those
just,
are only
listen,
two.
no, but daily. You do it every chance you get, but they do it daily. My daughter's really good at speaking and she's really good at spelling. But for some reason she's failing English and it bothers me to no end. How do you correct me every day and you can't pass this language that you speak every day?
It's different. Like it's a different setup in the class.
Explain it to me, Tony, because right
It's-
now I'm ready to choke her out.
It's the streets versus the schooling. You know
No.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
No,
like in the
Tony.
street, it's different.
No, man.
Talking and speaking and spelling, and then when you get in the classroom setting, they make you do certain
The
things.
structure of
She
a
don't like the
sentence
structure.
doesn't change from a conversation to writing it. Okay, It
But
doesn't-
English though it's not just about spelling. It's the pronunciation. You gotta write a certain way. You gotta
you
do
have
these
to
papers.
do work, Tony Baker. That's all.
Maybe
it
she's
is.
not feeling the work. Maybe she just not feeling the work.
You should be.
School ain't for everybody, Tahir.
You should be. Excuses are us, man, because you just
school ain't for everybody.
I can get that.
This sounds personal.
Here's
First
the
of
thing.
all,
I understand.
Maybe she don't want it.
I was good. I was good at spelling in English, so I got
get
nothing
that
for
school
it.
isn't for everybody, and I'm not pushing college down her throat or anything. But for me, this is her only job.
Were your grades good?
Job. What? Well, my grades good.
They
First
were.
of all, I'm light skinned with freckles, and I'm a ginger. I'm an anomaly in itself. Yes, my grades were good. I was class president in 8th grade. My grades, I was National Honor Society with a kid at 14.
You think you better than that?
I absolutely
Well,
do.
first of all, since it's daddy issues,
Yeah.
let's talk about that 14-year-old Tahir kid situation.
I was out
Tell
here
the
wilding.
people what happened.
I was out here wilding. There was a young lady who was very
Wait, side note, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
13. I lost my
Okay.
virginity to my cousin's baby mama.
I thought you was about to stop at cousins, and
Nope.
then I would have shut this whole thing. Just walked out.
Yo,
like, all right, Tahir, I know
knew
you from the
cats that
South.
smashed their cousin growing
Yeah,
up.
yeah, I knew.
And
I
they
knew,
was talking about it. I was like,
I know, like
No.
you didn't talk about it. You know, you had that one cousin that you played nasty with. That's,
Yeah.
that's what you
I
referred
was
to.
like, yo,
like
wow.
that shouldn't have. I feel like that stopped at like 10, 12 at the latest. Like, if you 14, talking about, yeah, I can't wait to see my cousin. She got a fat old ass. Like, wait a
Man.
minute. Wait a minute.
the creepiness.
You should be doing algebra and geometry. That is that's arithmetic behavior. If you get into algebra and geometry, you still talk about that. That is not okay. That's not okay. So,
But keep going. Yeah, so 14.
Lost my virginity to my cousin's baby mama when I told my cousin that she was trying to come on to me at 13.
This was before y'all smashed.
This
When you
before we
told him.
smashed,
Uh-huh.
and he was like, "What you scared of the P word?"
Oh, so he wasn't even tripping.
I mean, it's kill or be killed. It's the streets of East St. Louis, man.
Yeah, East St. Louis is a terrible,
First of all,
terrible city
I
in
just wanna-
terms of
I just
visual.
wanna point out
the people
Chicago-
are great,
Chicago took so many L's this weekend
but East St. Louis though.
from
Oh, here we go.
Kanye to
Robert,
from
Robert.
Kanye Coon West to the Bears losing to Robert Kelly
Robert.
and underground slave trade that he had going sex slave trade. He got Chicago has no leeway to say anything.
You know,
Y'all only saving grace right now is like No Name and Chance messed up too. He was all on.
oh,
Twitter,
well, if you talk
backtracking.
about everybody that worked with R. Kelly, that's
No,
everybody in the
I'm
music
just saying,
business.
I'm just saying.
that didn't start in
It
2010.
wasn't just the fact that he worked with it. It's like they brought up the tweet where he's saying, and he admitted that he was wrong for
Yeah,
it.
he
He was just
did.
showing the growth. He admitted that he didn't believe the victims because they were black women. I was like, fam,
Oh,
I would've
He said
never-
that?
Chance
Yeah,
said that.
He tweeted it.
Wow.
He tweeted it. And somebody came to his defense, was like, he admitted that, but he's also showing the growth that now he realizes why he was wrong in
Right.
saying that.
Dang.
So I
Why did he
get
say
it.
that in the first place?
Well,
Right.
it was during an interview. Y'all got to
Wow.
learn what to and what not to say in these interviews. You understand
That's
me?
crazy.
But
There's
why?
certain stuff I would
but
never
why?
say.
But not even saying. Why does he think like where? How did that start? Did he get into that?
I think it's just a misconception. I think it's the
A
misconception.
lot of dudes think that way.
Yeah, the misconception that is portrayed in the black community of rape, and we don't have rape issues, and we don't have mental issues. I think that type of thing, and then also like mass media, man. Like it's the same where if you see media has trained us, if you see a group of black guys, to automatically feel some type of way, some type of angst, some type of anxiousness. Where if you see the same number of group of white guys, you don't necessarily feel that immediately.
But I've never heard that black women are liars thing. Like
Well,
I never.
I think it's more so like
I see it in the
they're
comment section.
They're always so emotional. They probably jump to conclusion type thing. I don't think it's like it doesn't happen. We definitely understand that black women are raped and also abused more than just sexually. I think it's
Man, let me
black
tell
women
y'all
so quick
something,
to
man.
run to this that they falsely accuse men of.
See, I always hear
doing
that about
things.
white women.
And see, that's what I think.
I always hear the white women are the
That's
false
what I think.
accusers.
So like, if
Yeah.
I see a group of black men, I don't get as uptight as I would like seeing a group of 6 white women. I would clutch every
6
pearl.
Well, white women are the scariest.
Oh my God!
6 white women
Michael
down the street.
Chase said it best
That's
in his
funny.
special. Like, white women are the most dangerous weapon on this world. Like, they got the power to change communities.
Yeah, I've always, my whole life is like, man, watch out for them white girls.
Man, listen.
And even if you watch the news, man, they say, well, first of all, I went to college in Montana, so I seen the stuff.
Jesus,
I didn't see
on purpose
that he did this just because your dad found out and your boyfriend found out and you didn't want them to know you messing with a black dude and this man then killed himself.
See,
then you come out later talking about they didn't. That's what I saw.
I've had women sign clauses since I was in college.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I often recorded stuff. Back
Me
then,
too.
I used to record a lot of stuff. Like,
But I told him I was recording though.
Yeah, me too.
It
I always
wasn't
had
secret.
but I mean, they knew I had a motorcycle helmet on. I would do it. That was my thing. I would do it with a motorcycle.
You smashed with a motorcycle helmet?
Motorcycle, but I flipped the
And
visor
recorded?
open so you could see my eyes. And right when it was about to, get to the, that moment.
What?
You still
I
got
was-
these tapes?
I have some of them. One of them was actually uploaded, and then I managed to get it before it got crazy. But yeah, one of them was
With a
actually
motorcycle
uploaded
helmet.
with a black motorcycle helmet on.
That's
and right
funny.
before,
What do you think you? What are you?
man, I was out here wilding, bro. Because I found out my son wasn't my
when
son.
you had the kid at 13, did you have?
I had the
motorcycle?
son. I had my son at 14.
Did you have the motorcycle helmet on?
I
and he was
wasn't doing
gonna see
anything
you?
because after I had my
Alright.
son, I didn't have sex for 2 years. I was terrified of sex because me and old girl only had sex once, and then she got pregnant. But I found out at my senior grad trip, after I got back from my senior grad trip, that my son actually wasn't my son. So after 4 years of taking care of this kid, I found out he wasn't my son.
That's devastating.
I wowed out. There was no female safe. I went through this one chick. I am so sorry. I won't say her name, but I went through her stepsister, cousin, and aunt.
Purposely.
She took me to the family reunion. I was like, dibs.
Dang, man.
Dibs.
So once you found out that wasn't your kid, you was just like, that's
I
your
was like-
supervillain origin story.
I was like, I'm out of here.
And then you put the motorcycle helmet
Yeah.
on. You are a villain that wears a
Yeah.
motorcycle
It
helmet.
was
He was free, and then he was walking down the alley, and he saw the helmet. He was like,
It
Yeah.
was bittersweet, man, because I wasn't planning on going to college. I wanted to stay there to be in
At
his
White
life.
Castle.
Yeah.
He was gonna move up at White Castle. Sell dope.
So I stayed at White Castle, and then when I found out he wasn't my son, then I tried to get into college. But at this point, it's like it's June,
Yeah.
so nobody is accepting me, and I also don't have any financial aid, no scholarships, no nothing, no hardship scholarships, nothing. Nobody was rocking with me, so I had to work at White Castles for another year to save up a little bit more money, and then also just to apply to colleges. So it was weird, man. But it was crazy.
That's
It made me
a
like,
wild. That's a wild. So you were a dad. For,
Can I grab your keys? I don't want them to mess up anything.
We over here.
Interesting story.
Tahir got stories for days.
Oh man, is it over here? Oh.
Because East St. Louis ruins people.
No, it's beautiful.
I don't want your car getting any shrapnel. You're the white Hyundai? Yeah. Cool. All right, sorry guys.
Yeah.
You were in college.
Huh?
So you were in college. You were going to.
Oh yeah. So you were raising the kid for 4 years. It wasn't your
Yeah.
own.
Wasn't mine.
So during that 4-year process, what was fatherhood like for a 14-year-old boy?
Man,
What was you doing?
I was too young to work, so I used to work at a junkyard. So I would get off work, go to a junkyard to pick up aluminum and strip cars of aluminum, and break down alternators for copper and everything like that, just to make like $25, $40 a day, so I could pay for his daycare at the end of the week because it was supposed to be $150 every week.
Man, that's pricey.
So I was.
This is 80s money. Yo.
This is 90s. I mean, yeah, this is late
This
90s.
is 70s money.
I was about to say, it sounded like he was in his 60s.
This is the late. But I've always
This is
worked at junkyards.
1955.
I've always worked at junkyards with my grandfather. That's where I learned to drive. That's where I learned to hot wire cars at junkyards. So I've been at junkyards since I was like 8. So it wasn't like something that was
He
so
was
foreign to me.
68 as a child.
That's what I'm
Man,
saying,
I've always had an old soul,
87.
bro. I always had an old soul. So
Then I went
and then
down
I
to
got
the
hired.
mill.
I got hired at White Castles at 16, and so from that point, I used to just work like 3 to 11s, overnight shift, all of that, just to make the extra money.
They let you work overnight as a 16-year-old?
Bro, I told them my situation. I was like, I got a kid.
Oh.
So, but the overnights were usually on the weekends. Through the week, I still would work 3 to 11s, get off, do my homework, go to sleep, wake up, go to work. Go to school.
And he got robbed at White Castle, y'all.
Twice.
Because East St. Louis.
Well,
is a
White Castle was
dangerous
in St.
place.
Louis. The one I worked at was in
okay.
St. Louis. So how about that?
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
It was in Missouri when you got robbed.
Yeah,
at gunpoint.
yeah. There you go.
It
Yeah.
wasn't Illinois.
It
son.
wasn't Illinois. And don't put that S on that as disrespectful.
Illinois.
You should know better.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, I was in concert band and marching band, and I remember marching around the school practicing for a performance, and my son was right there just carrying my reeds because I played the saxophone. So I used to take him to school with me because I didn't have a daycare and I didn't have a babysitter.
Oh, you got to take your kids with you, please?
I took my kids to
up.
school with me, and then this teacher that I didn't think liked me ended up watching them for me a lot. That and one of the librarians used to watch me, or the lady in the book room used to watch them for me. So
She liked you. Was it male?
She believed in me. She was a she.
She wanted to see you make it out.
Yeah.
Yo, so you spent 4 years with this kid.
Yeah.
You and the girl didn't try to.
Nah, she became a lesbian. Well, she got married when he was 1. That didn't work. We ended up messing back around.
How old was she?
I was 14. She was 17.
Okay, so she was.
But I always looked older. So I never looked 14. I had like a full goatee at 17.
You probably look like this at 14.
I had a
You look
smoking
like that
robe.
at 4.
I had a smoking robe
Why?
and a cane.
Why?
I've always
You really had this stuff.
I love suits, man. I love dressing in suits. I love big brim hats. I love long cars that you got to
You a
turn
pimp.
out first and then turn back in. You know what I'm saying? I like counting
You said
money.
you hang with your grandpa a lot?
I always hung with an older crowd. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was 14, I was hanging with people that were 21, 22. Like all the kids would just go to skating rink or something. I would go bowling with the older guys. And,
Right, in the
you know
league.
what I'm saying? Yeah. I just always been an old dude, man.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't, like the normal stuff didn't really excite me. I was big into like Nintendo and stuff when it first came out. And then once I got hip to music, it just kind of shifted for me. Like the little stuff that used to excite me didn't excite me anymore. So
I feel like even as a kid, you come in, y'all playing Nintendo, man. We need to be paying these bills.
I would
Like you 9, nah, man, bills.
I would be reading highlight magazines at the table like it was a newspaper. Like that was my idea of a good time. I was like, oh man, this Seeking Find wasn't even that challenging this time. I need a 6-letter word for scruffy across.
Man. My mom used to always do the crossword puzzle in the TV guide.
Yeah.
What So all right, so you rose the kid.
Right.
So you raised this boy,
Right.
and then you find out it's not yours.
Uh-huh.
You didn't do the Maury Povich guy was like, man, I'm gonna still be there for him.
No.
You was out.
No.
You was out
Everybody,
immediately?
here's the thing. Everybody will like try to give you that story. I was like, nah, man,
You
I'm
was
out.
out.
Screw you, screw this baby. Because I was hurt, bro. Like,
Of course.
a part of me always felt like he wasn't my son
Uh-huh.
because of just how it happened. I had a condom on. You
Oh.
know what I mean? So a part of me always felt like he wasn't, but the bigger part treated him as if he always was. I never let him see any of the doubt in my eyes.
Right.
But when it happened, it was such a revelation. It was and so bittersweet because it was kind of like, well, my assumptions were right, but also I get to live the life that I kind of wanted to, go to college, that type of thing.
Right.
But it's also like, all right, well, this person who's been in my life for the past 4 years may not be in my life anymore because
Yeah.
I didn't know how. Look at your kids. Look, see, this is why I don't have no more kids right here. That's why I don't have no more kids, man. He was all in the camera like, what's up, world?
Shout out to
Shout out to everybody
to
out
my
there
peoples out
not
there.
as cute as me.
Yeah, I mean.
So it was weird, man. It was weird. And then the mom was like, I'm gonna get another test and we're gonna figure this out. And I was like, well, let's go right ahead. I paid out of pocket.
Yeah.
It was $700 for the test.
It's $700 in
This
in
is 'cause
70s money?
This is 2002. Screw you, Tony. Tony, you 79, bro. You're
But I don't look and act 79.
That's your problem. That's your problem, man. I've shared hotel rooms with
I'm
Tony
old in
Baker.
some circles.
I've shared hotel rooms with Tony Baker, and Tony Baker likes to put, as soon as we get in the hotel room, first thing he does is crank the heat up to 98.
That's
Push it
false.
up to
That's
98
false.
degrees.
That's false.
And then he likes to put on these black socks with these Adidas. Oh no, his black Pumas. And then he sits Indian style in the corner and makes videos. And that's what Tony Baker does as soon as he gets in the room.
Man, got to keep the content pumping, man. Got to keep the content. But I don't be turning the heat up. I be turning the AC off.
I shared a room with Tony. He didn't touch the thermostat.
See? It's false. Tahir take
He does talk in his sleep. But he don't touch
definitely.
The thermostat.
So you didn't touch the thermostat when we were on tour.
Yeah, but like I turn the air off. Y'all be having it on blast, and I'm always next to the AC.
That's a decision you make, Tony.
I like to be by the window though. But yeah,
Tony will put that heat on. Like, man, I'm just gonna put
I
it
don't
on
put
for a
the
little
heat
bit.
on.
This
For
is
the
what-
record,
This is what Tony
I
would
don't
do.
put the heat
Tony
on.
waited until I would go to take a shower. And he would blast the heat real fast.
Nah, man, I just
And I
turn the
feel
air
like
off.
When he heard me to get out the shower, he would turn it off real quick. Because I would get out the shower, like, you get out the shower, the bathroom's warmer than the outside room. I would get out the shower and walk back into the bedroom, and the bedroom's warmer than the bathroom. I'm like, yo, fam, what you just got through doing?
Man, just the air turned down. Because y'all be having it on 36,
No, man.
and I'm laying on
It's in
it.
the summer.
Nah, man,
It's
but
the
it was still
summertime.
freezing.
Oh, my God.
Anyway,
man.
but that's neither here nor there, man. Fatherhood.
It's somewhere.
Fatherhood.
Fatherhood, man.
Yeah, so you turn your back on this kid. You left him in East St. Louis fatherless.
Well, at this point, his mother had become a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
So she and her girl had other kids. And then, I'm sorry, that was shortly before I found out he wasn't mine. By the time I found out he wasn't mine, she had become a Jehovah's Witness. Now, this is somebody that
she
grew up.
was just
Holy
changing
shit,
everything.
all
she
over
was
the place.
all over. And here's the thing:
Yeah, all
everybody
over
thinks
the
I'm
map.
playing. Her name is. She can't sue me because it happened to me. Okay, cool. Her name is Liberty Bell.
That's her name?
That's her real name.
Oh, wow.
Like the way that you would spell Liberty Bell.
Yeah.
I remember when she was still pregnant with him because I didn't have a job, didn't have money. Her dad offered me some dope. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Cause
To sell or do?
to sell."
Uh-huh.
Because my family.
You're looking a little stressed.
My family calls me Bobby, and so he met me as Bobby. He was like, he was black, but he talked super proper. He's like, "Hey, Bobby, man, I know you don't have any like money for real, and you can't work, so you could sell this for me,
Yeah.
and just give me back like half of it, man, and you can use the rest of it for the baby, man. When the baby gets here, and we could just kind of do this like for as long as you want." And I'm like 14. I'm like, who the fuck,
Yeah.
fudge, am I gonna sell some dope to, bro?
Right.
Like,
And by dope, you mean heroin?
I mean
Or
crack.
Oh, crack. Okay.
I
All right.
mean crack. It was like the size. Remember those pink erasers? It was like the
Yeah.
size of a pink eraser, and it wasn't chopped down. This is before I knew how to chop down dope. But
Right.
yeah, he wanted me to chop it down, bag it, weigh it all. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm not. I got algebra to do, bro.
Man.
Like I'm learning these algorithms
Right.
and these proofs. I don't have time to learn about grams.
Yeah, man.
This is a lot.
You made the
man.
right choice. I got offered drugs to sell when I was around the same age. When I was like 14, this dude was like, "Yo, sell this for me," and I was like, I don't think I should do this."
Yeah, so you got to
I
catch
was
them
like,
young. Like Keon's
Yeah, you
kids,
gotta catch
you got to catch them around that age. And just let them see Pyrex
At least y'all got
containers.
offers. I tried. He was like, "Come on, man, you better than this." I was like, "Just let me, guys." He's like, "You got a father, you got a future, man. Don't do this."
They hit you with the walk hard.
Yeah,
you don't want none of this,
They
man.
wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me do nothing. You come on, man. You just go hoop, man.
I
Yeah,
did sell
you don't want none of
weed
this.
for
They
like
saved
2
your life,
weeks,
Keon.
but it was not worth it.
Yeah.
I tried that in high school, but I had waited too late to like try to make that occupational switch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm like known as a good guy, I
Right.
get good grades.
You look like a narc to me.
confrontation, and that's what everybody thought.
I'll be
It's
like,
like,
man,
why
to
would you
here
wait to the
is
11th
the
grade
feds.
to try to start selling weed?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had tried to.
Especially you wearing suits,
Bro.
Hell no, man.
I
Nobody
cut-
buying from you.
I cut a rectangle in a dictionary to like stuff the weed in
No.
because I didn't want to just put it in my backpack and I didn't want to walk through the metal detectors with
Yeah.
it. And I did it with a steak knife, so I could only do like 6 pages at a time. When I tell you, this was the most raggedy rectangle. It took like 2 hours to get through 200 pages,
Oh,
deep
man.
enough to actually have the crevice for it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like good weed, man. People that actually bought it for me, I feel like they were sorry. They felt sorry for me.
Right.
They told me it's like, yeah, it wasn't good,
You got this baby here, man.
bro.
Let me smoke this trash.
I was paranoid for 2 weeks straight and only made $20 more than what I spent on it. I was like, never again.
Oh hell no!
I'm just
not
gonna
worth
pick up
it.
more shifts. Yeah,
Not
because it
worth
was me, my cousin, and this other guy. All three of us split the ounce. We bought it from one of the managers at White Castle.
White Castle is just the gateway to wrongdoings.
It was.
White Castle.
Yeah, man. A lot of stuff happened at White Castles.
Man.
A lot of it I'm not proud of.
So you in these father streets now? Tell us your current,
Currently,
fatherhood trajectory.
I have a 7'9", 13-year-old
She's tall, yo.
who refuses to play sports or model. Like she's like the youngest. She's on the youngest level of adorableness, Keon. She has locks down past her shoulders, and half of her head is shaved.
Yeah.
And she has these glasses. And then she's tall and slim. She has all the makings of a model. Doesn't want to do any of it. And I'm like, yo, you
don't want to go to school. You don't
you're
want to be a
flunking
model.
English. You better figure out how to pay for college, because I'm not paying for it if you flunk more than 2 classes in your career.
I respect that.
I'm not paying for it. So you better either get good at track, volleyball, tennis.
Volleyball?
I
Volleyball?
said volleyball.
Nah, man.
Volleyball.
Good
Did I
old
say,
fumble.
did I say volleyball?
Yes.
You know you said vol.
But you know what? A lot of people say that, and I don't understand why.
I've never heard it before.
Yeah,
That V.
Volleyball?
volleyball.
Because the V lingers. That's what it is. You take that first line down, it'd be like volley, and then you got to come up, and it'd be like vol, and it's still right there. So
What is she into?
she likes music. She
Okay.
likes Smino, No Name, Saba,
Yeah.
all of that right now. She likes Cardi B, but she I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's it. She just like content being alive.
Yeah.
She doesn't-
Every time I see her, she looks happy.
Yeah,
she's adorable, man.
She's a happy kid. She
Yeah,
just
man.
don't be doing nothing.
Right.
She don't be doing. I'm like, yo, man, you wasting it.
It'll come.
You wasting it. She
It
gonna
took
wait
me a
till
long time to figure out movies was me the whole time. But like, as a kid,
She's really good at remembering names like her mom. Like she knows a lot of actors. And,
yeah.
she's getting into directors and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. She better figure out something, bro. Because like I said,
old is
man, she's 13, but she's
time,
tall.
man.
She's 5'9", 5'10", already at 13. Look at those dad reflexes.
You saw
Look
that?
at
Quick
oh
move.
man. See, the young ones keep you limber like that. They keep you agile. He might as well be playing a sport right
That was
now.
a Spider-Man reflex.
Oh, my
right
God,
there.
dude.
It's like when Spider-Man woke up the next day from the bite.
Yeah.
He was grabbing the goldfish.
Because he's gonna keep doing stuff. That's his job.
Oh,
right
at that
now.
age, they constantly moving.
I'm touching
why I was late today.
everything. I'm
I
touching
was
everything
constantly
that's,
moving.
He
that's
sat there
easy
quietly.
enough.
He got dressed. He put his shoes on. He was chilling. He's trying to put stuff in sockets.
Yeah.
Touching everything, running.
Kids
up
at
and
that
down.
age
I
is
have
all
no
about
fear.
suicide. It's all about suicide.
There
at that
is
age.
no
Yeah.
death.
They try to put
Just
stuff in
goes to the
sockets, run in
edge.
traffic, jump off the cliff.
They
Yeah.
don't care.
They looking for death.
Now let me
That's
ask you
what it
this: when the oldest was the youngest age, was he that?
He's always been the good one.
Oh, he's always been.
He's always been the favorite. He's
He said
always
the favorite.
Yo,
He's
listen.
always been
Yo,
the
and,
favorite.
Yo.
and the crazy thing is, he's saying that now because
He don't know what's
the
going
babies
on.
are yeah.
Yeah.
But Keon's the type of person to continue to say
He's
that.
gonna keep
Once-
saying it.
He like
It's gonna be
they're gonna
complex city.
Oh my god, 18 to 20. He's like, you always
It's gonna
been
be
my favorite.
complex city.
Oh my gosh. But
He gonna be
and
like
see-
my dad. You
But
know,
see,
my brother
and then
was my
the
favorite.
youngest gonna be a whoremonger because he's gonna be looking for the love
Right,
that Keon didn't give him,
this
and,
father
and,
never
and
did.
That's
all
what
of
I'm
these
hoping.
sheets.
I'm hoping when he gets older and they're both dope. And every time they say something, I'm like, first of all, we almost gave you away. You was trash. You dope now, but you were trash.
You got better.
He looks like
You
a
got
young
better.
Trent Tarby. What is it? Trent Tarby,
I don't know who.
the dude that sings.
Terrence Trent D'Arby.
Yeah, Trent.
I remember him. The wishing well.
Yeah, man.
The wishing well.
Before he had the locks.
So your daughter's 13.
Yes,
you know What I'm
sir.
saying? You met her when she was how old?
When I met my old lady, man, my old lady was 2 months pregnant.
Okay.
So I
So
met
you've
her.
been there the
Tahir,
whole
wow.
time.
I was there when she called me. She was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the hospital." I was like, "All right, cool, I'll be up there."
Yeah.
And it was so crazy because we was just smashing. Like I had no intention of being a dad. I was just
Yeah.
like,
You just having a good time.
yeah, I didn't know she was pregnant when I met her. I was just I was like, shorty thick.
When you first told me this story, immediately I thought of Mike Epps.
Oh.
He was like, she had cheeseburger. I want a piece of it. Come to find out she's pregnant.
She was 2 months pregnant, and I didn't even know when I met her. Because at college, I was kind of like that dude, so I gave her my number, and she didn't call me. And I saw her like maybe like a week later. I was like, yo.
Oh, you was like the audacity.
I was like, how dare you? Do you know there's a line? And so I asked for her number. She gave me her number. It was a house phone number. I was like, yo, you trying it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't my type, I would X you right now.
House phone, was this 2003?
This is 2005.
2005.
But she had just got back. She had transferred from Kentucky State. And so she had just got back. And so she didn't have a cell phone. So she gave me the only thing that she did have.
House phone.
But yeah, so I was there when the baby was born. Yeah, man. I've known her for a while. You know what I mean? And so me and her mom fell out of contact for a couple years, but we got back in contact 2012, and I've been there since 2012.
Okay.
But she's always known of me and known me, so
Yeah.
now she just knows me as Papa.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
They're
man.
funny too. Old lady and my kid, they funny.
Yeah.
Like I don't really say her name much. I always refer to her as just the kid, just to kind
You
of.
know, I don't even know her name.
Yeah, man, it's just the kid. For years,
I don't even know her
For years,
name.
people didn't know I was married.
Yeah.
Like I keep my personal life really
Well, a
personal.
lot of people do that, especially men.
Yeah,
A lot of people do that, though. They be like, yeah, I've been married for 17 years.
I do it more so because, well, in the beginning it was because sales. Like when I was trying to sell shirts after the show, like women responded differently when they found out I was married. Like they were just like, "Oh, is your wife gonna help you sell some t-shirts?" I'm like, "Shut up and buy this shirt, man. Why like?" Versus when I didn't mention it, and I just was selling t-shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then it got to a point where, when I started working with ADD and my face started getting more out, people like would see us out and they would run up on us more. So to protect them when they're not with me, I don't usually say their names or like tag them in a lot of stuff.
Gotcha.
Because people will, like somebody ran up on me when I was coming from the Mos Def concert a couple days ago, and I didn't hear him say my name. I just saw him out of my periphery like run up, like he did like the duck run.
Yeah.
So I jumped back to like square up. And he was like, no, I just wanted to get a picture. I was like, bro, I was finna knock your whole face off. You was just finna be eyes and nose. You weren't gonna have no jaw, no beard, nothing, man.
Yeah.
So
You got it's weird because, you know, people know who you are now, so
Right.
you got to operate in a different space because it'd be like, because it happens to me a lot where dudes will see me and I can tell they looking at me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then normally I'll be like, you know, what you looking at? But now I'm just like, I don't know if they know me from.
Yeah.
So I just go back to my phone or whatever, and then
The weirdest
if they
thing is
approach, they
like
approach.
I try to ask people, hey, you want to grab a picture? Because I know sometimes they're hesitant because they don't know how people of our stature
Right.
are going to react. So I always like, you want to grab a picture? We're gonna be like, yeah, man, yeah. But it's always those one times when somebody be like, no, I'm cool.
I don't
I
ask.
never ask.
I don't ask.
I never ask.
I say hello. Like I speak to them.
Yeah.
So they be like, hey man, are you on? And like I'll engage the convo.
Yeah.
If the staring's happening, like it happened to me on a plane. I was in Washington, and the dude just kept looking. I was just like, what's up, bro? He's like, are you on ADD? I was like, yeah. He's like, man, and until it started. But I just said hello because I could. He wasn't gonna say nothing. And
Yeah.
I was like, I'm tired of you staring at me.
Yeah.
I always ask because one, I know how it is when you're dealing with somewhat a pseudo celebrity. You know, you're kind of nervous. You feel like this person is bigger or better than you, so you don't want to overstep your boundary. But also, that keeps you humble. You know what I'm saying? When somebody flat out tells you, nah. You ain't famous enough. Like that keeps you
good.
humble and it keeps you hungry, like to keep working. I'm like, oh, you gonna want to take? Give me a year. You gonna want to take a picture with me?
Tahir always throw me in the mix when.
Oh yeah, oh
He's
yeah.
like, well, Tony over there.
I do, cause like I like to greet people. I like to take the picture. Then I like to move, but sometimes people like to linger.
Yeah.
And converse longer than because I don't like really talking to strangers because like, it gets
That's
weird.
all you do.
I don't know where
That's
to go.
all you do.
Tony, don't start, bro, because I know you. I know you.
That's
not
what we
talking.
gonna jingle about. You talking about you not a people person.
I'm not.
You be
I know
talking
how
to
to play
everybody
nice.
on the road.
I know how to play nice. You know
There
what
is
I'm
a
saying?
difference.
I know how to play
Nah,
nice.
man, he be doing too much.
Tony be invested.
That's why they be
though.
talking in the Ubers,
Tony
man.
be
You keep it
invested,
going.
man. I try to make people feel like they're important.
Yeah.
Because I like when people make me feel
here
like
we
that. So I
go.
try to Tony.
Trying to take the high road.
Listen, Tony one time was so disrespectful to this Uber driver, right? Tony gets in the car. We're in the back seat. We get in the car, and she keeps talking. So I engage so she's not just, talking to herself, looking like crazy people, and these two black guys were just rude, right? Because that's what I felt like it was going to be. I engage. We're talking about what she does and all this stuff. Tony's just on his phone, and I'm trying to get him in. I'm like, Tony, what you think about that? Tony's like, it's crazy. And so instead of engaging with us, he's Instagram living it. How he's not giving me anything to work with, right?
It was funny, man.
He's not giving me anything
You always
to work
trying
with
to pull me in.
until the lady says, "Oh yeah, this one of the town is real haunted." Then Tony's like, "Oh, it's haunted?"
Yeah.
Then he's all in. But before that,
Tony's like, you got to say something that interests me.
man, listen,
or I'm not
I'm
gonna pay
sleepy.
attention to you.
I'm ready to go to sleep. I'm always ready to
You
go to sleep.
wasn't ready to go to sleep. You kept the lady going. You
You
was
wouldn't
putting more
you wouldn't allow
logs
me
in the
to.
fire.
Because I had to do it by myself. I had to go outside, chop the logs, then chop them down smaller to fit into the fireplace, then put them in the fire because you didn't hold your side of the
Nah,
weight.
man. No.
So now what I do is I just lie to the drivers. Like when they ask us
You
why we're in
making up
town.
story.
I told this one chick I was in town for what did I say? No, there was a guy. I think it was New Orleans when I told him that I was a magician.
Yeah.
I told him I was in town for a magic show, and his bastard actually knew magic. He was like, "What are your favorite tricks?"
You was like,
I was like, "Yeah, the typical sleight of hand, the vanishing ball, that type of thing." He was like, "Oh, I really like them." And he started shooting them off, and I'm like, "Oh, damn, this has
I'd
gone."
have been dying.
They
He
were.
was a fraud, man.
They
we was
were.
in there done. I just don't like being pulled in, man. Remember that other time Melissa was trying to get me pulled in? He was like, grab the chocolates in the back.
Oh, see, I wasn't there. That was in New York. I was
man.
already there in New York.
I was like, I ain't even grab them.
Tony be having listen, Tony has the worst energy on the road.
No, that's not true.
When it comes to strangers.
That's not. It's just the drivers can overtalk. People in the airports and stuff, I'm all in. If you know me from something, I'm all in. Energy McGee.
See,
all day.
I found that either I lie or I get in the car and immediately take a bump of cocaine. Not a real one, but like a fake one. Just like get in, be like, hey, you got the address? Perfect.
Cool. Is conversation McGee.
I'm just gonna pass out for a couple of minutes, man. Just
quiet as hell.
Just poke me with
He keeps it going.
I don't like the talking in the Uber.
I mean, it's forced.
Wait,
that particular lady would not stop.
She wouldn't stop. She kept
and
going.
Some people do linger, like especially after shows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to move this line.
Right.
I'm trying to sell this stuff, and you want to tell me your life story. It's people waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Like first of all, I think that's selfish.
Right.
Yeah.
And secondly, I don't have time.
I don't
for
have
this.
enough.
I don't have time.
Yeah,
for this.
I don't.
It's always easier to move people along though when they do that because they see the line behind them. Like, yeah, I gotta,
Yeah.
They be excited. So all right,
Yeah, I get the initial
But
excitement.
I hate it when they catch me and when nothing's going on, and then it's like I got no escape.
I had somebody. I was, how Atlanta is. You always land in one terminal. You got to run to the other one, like your life depending on it. So I'm running from one terminal to another. I got off the tram and I'm running down the hall trying to get to the terminal and this guy notices me. He starts running with me to get a picture. He's like, "Oh, you Tahir?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. I'm trying to, make this flight right now. I got a bag and stuff, so I'm kind of breathing heavy."
Right.
This was not my ideal moment, right? Fam was like, "You mind if I get a picture?" I was like, "Well, I'm kind of saying." He's like, "Oh, it's all good." And he turns and runs with me to get the picture. I was flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I was outdone because the fact that he committed to the run, but the fact that he also didn't care that I was late. Like he was like, "I got to get this picture."
No,
fam.
he cared. That's why he ran with you.
Yeah.
He took it on the run.
No,
So he
man.
came to your level and was like, "I'm gonna get this picture."
If he cared that
regardless."
much, he would have waited till I got to the terminal.
He didn't. In his mind, he didn't know that he was gonna see you again.
Right.
So he was like, "I'll just run
I'm gonna
with
catch you and boom. You didn't have to stop. You didn't pick up the
I was
pace.
sweating.
You was probably going at your
I probably
top
was.
speed.
I know I wouldn't. I was not going at my top speed. Nobody should run through the airport at your top. That's how you get tackled. If you running through the airport at top speed, I need somebody to shoot you in the
I've
knee.
never ran. speed walked and I've done the quick, but
Yeah,
I've
the
never ran.
We fully
Toss-
ran in Toronto.
I was skipping.
Oh,
in
you didn't
Toronto.
run?
I was.
Me and
'cause
Josh
remember-
were fully running.
Yeah, because I got through before you guys.
Yeah, you did. That's
Man,
right.
we were hustling in
fully
Toronto.
ran.
The full ran is too dramatic. For
Is that the same as the full run?
the full run? Yeah. Oh, that's what we
Okay, we'll
doing.
call out
Because
the-
you're gonna have 37 of them if we keep talking.
So far as only one. So far as just volleyball.
Yeah, that was it.
That's
not
it.
bad for Tahir, man.
Hey,
not
man.
not at all.
I told y'all I started going to that speech therapist because they would tear me up so bad. I was like, this isn't even fun anymore, man. It was almost bullying at one point. So I was like, I got to get this fixed, man. So I go to a speech therapist, and I've been thinking about slowing down, and that it really helps.
Oh, it's
That's
to
what
slow
it is.
down.
Oh, yeah, he be going too fast. He be excited.
Yeah, because my brain be like, get this out, get
Yeah.
this out. My
My
tongue be
brother-
like, I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah, my brother does that because he says stuff wrong all the time. We be like, what? He's like, in my head,
Yeah.
this was happening, and so this came out. And
Yeah,
it's like, well,
yeah.
get it together
The
first.
excitement.
My brother be flying, and it just be like, what?
Because my brain be like, oh, we know why, we know this, and we want to answer everything. My tongue be like, I can't move that
It's
fast.
so funny to
I'm
see.
a fat tongue. My tongue overweight. He'd be like, I'm not doing all that. I want
It's
to eat.
so funny, man. That Transformers phone, boy, I'll never forget.
Oh my God.
Ultimus Prime.
Ultimus Prime. Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
I messed up.
It was
That's
like
so bad.
he had a stroke mid-conversation. We was done.
My tongue goes on strike. And just was like, I'm not saying any words that start with W's. I'm like, y'all want some Gata?
Oh, yes.
I think we got like 10 minutes because she told 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I was missing.
Yeah, you
I can
missed
see.
all
I
of
seen
that.
it the whole time.
There we go.
Because
All
he
right.
has Spider-Man eyes with the kids right now.
Well, let's get to the questions.
Do
then.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't
we
ask
probably
no
could do
questions.
one or two.
You didn't ask no questions. I'm running y'all show. Keon only been here 30% of the time.
Oh, I'm half in, half out. I was like, Tahir killing it. Thank God. 'cause
Yeah.
I am all over the place.
It is.
I don't know what's wrong. Like usually, and we've had them both in here several occasions.
Yeah.
This is the busiest
This
he's
is
been.
they're so busy. They've
What?
never been this busy.
He just
It's
need,
Tahir's energy.
he just need a little whiskey. You put a little whiskey on his gums, he gonna chill
On his
all the way.
gums?
Just a little, because you put it on his tongue, he gonna get an affinity for it. He gonna like the taste. But you put a little bit on the gum, it's gonna burn a little bit, and he's just gonna be like,
Usually they
chill
How
are
would you
way
even know
more
this? Was you
chill.
doing this with your fake son?
That's like a thing, like to put. But that's usually when
Yeah.
they're
Did you
teething.
do it with
Tahir
your
just
fake
talking
son?
about making
Huh?
alcoholic children.
right.
Yeah, that's usually when they teething.
Yeah. I mean, well, how old
Tahir
is he
just don't
now?
want to be bothered. He is 1 and some change.
Oh, this is the time. Get him used to it.
1 and some change.
Get him used to it right now.
Yeah, they're never this much.
Hey man, get out that camera, man. You're blocking my view. The people can't see your boy. Get your curly hair out of that camera. SpongeBob, not SpongeBob, but Square. What is his name? Sideshow.
Sideshow.
Sideshow
Sideshow.
Bob.
All right. Let's see. Nah, but for real, asks,
Mm-hmm.
what age or time did you most dislike? Because me and my girl just got through the newborn phase, and I couldn't stand my baby. Hey, man, I get it. This phase is trash. They have grown kids, and I've been around Tony. Tony's kids are super chill. This age is just.
Yeah.
Well, and in your defense, newborns don't do nothing, bro. So I get it. They just cry.
Newborns are easy.
Newborns.
They're not though.
They are.
Newborns have no personality.
Oh, they're
Like,
boring.
When they're first born, they can't even see.
Yeah,
like they just see they see figures and shapes. They don't even. They can't even make
Figures.
out
But
eyebrows.
it's easier than this.
Nah, not what you think of
Look
crying.
at the
though.
busyness. If Keon looks away for a fraction of a second,
Yeah.
he'll be outside.
But I ain't gonna lie. I
the
like
junkyard.
newborn. Then this sucked. Then this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because
But-
when he can't talk, and it's just
Yeah, but he can
chill.
walk.
Yeah, and he's all over the place.
He can walk though. It makes it a little easier. But
No,
I mean,
it
No, it doesn't. Like
No,
he's about to
it
give you a
doesn't,
coffee
dude.
right now.
It does not make it easy. Newborns,
Here's the
they
thing.
aren't going anywhere.
at this age, you could pop a no. You can't pop a newborn. You shouldn't pop a newborn for
Newborns
crying. 'Cause
can't
That's all they do.
move.
That's all they do is cry. But
Newborns,
this
you
right
know
here,
where they at all
you
times.
can pop
Yeah.
that hand. You can be like pop, and he gonna be like, what
Newborns
happened?
can't move. He's
That's
all.
what I'm saying.
This is look at Keon. Keon is steady.
Everything that is accessible, he touches.
Look at what's going
That's what I'm
on
saying.
here.
Just
Newborn.
sit-
If it was
just-
a newborn, he'd just be
Sit
rolling
some
on his
Coke
back
the
right
table
here.
and watch what happens if you just put a little Coke or a little Jack Daniels on the table.
Why?
Just
Why
to
you
see.
got the drugs and
Yeah.
alcohol? These kids.
This is why they
up,
wouldn't
man.
let you
That's-
sell drugs. So they knew you was
You
going to
giving
sell
them
children.
heroin too?
Here's the thing, though. If you sell the kids at that age, like 10, 11, that's a steady source of income because they get allowances every week. See, that's how I think. I'm like, yo, you start them young. That's what the cigarette companies do. They start them at 12, 14. Now they're lifetime smokers. That's
When
what
I
you
see
do.
young people who still smoke, I'll be like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
I understand if you grown
Right.
as hell and you smoke, but even people our age, I kind of be like, how did this start?
How?
Once that lady put the cigarette in her throat, that was it for everybody.
And I
Right.
worked for Truth.
That should have been it. She said, "How could they say that? I'll never." That everybody was
Because you
like,
know
I'm
why?
done.
Everybody
I'm
made
done.
it look cool. Like TV
Not
shows.
when she smoked out of her throat.
I kind of was like, oh, that's a good party trick right there.
I was like, this
It
is
still look
insane.
dope to see.
that's a good party trick.
Like visually, yeah, you're like, I've never seen that, but at the same time,
Yeah.
you're like, that's crazy. That it's that addicting that she's smoking through a hole.
Right.
See, I looked at it as like, wow, that's admirable. She's not a quitter.
Nah.
Like she's still going full body, full throttle. She's just like, I'm out here living this life.
In my mind, when that commercial came out, I was like, oh, cigarettes is crack.
Yeah.
This is you can't get off.
You
Like,
can't
in
get
my-
off.
in my
I
mind,
passed.
cigarettes is crack.
I have family members that do both. Cigarettes aren't crack. Okay, let me tell you that.
No, because people ain't stealing for
aren't
cigarettes.
crack. Outside from the stealing, like the lean that you get with crack and heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And your
man,
teeth.
you never get
Your
the
teeth cover-
teeth,
teeth
the
shift,
weight
the
loss,
jaw.
the jitteriness.
That jitteriness is like.
And then
it's
like people just don't trust you around anything, not around food,
Yeah.
not
crackheads
around
are annoying. I'll be
the
honest.
babies.
Right.
Nobody trusts you as a crackhead.
My
Crackheads
whole,
are
That's
my
the whole
family
thing.
smoke.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What you gonna say? Every black family?
In the 80s, it just hit us all. Crackheads are annoying.
It was a tough decade.
Crackheads are annoying, and because they never go back to normal.
You don't.
So they like 50 now, and they still like. It's like there's no music playing. Why are you stop moving? It's ridiculous,
80s was a tough decade, man.
man.
Weed is a new crack. I'm calling it, man. It's
Weed.
so addictive.
People
People swear
swear
that
that
they
they
can't
people-
get addicted.
people are addicted to weed.
They say people
They
say,
are.
"Oh my
I gotta
god,
smoke when I
I
wake
got-
up. and
Oh,
then I gotta
we
smoke
getting
before I
up?
go.
I gotta smoke when I get up.
we gotta get some weed,
Oh,
man. Can we
I
stop
gotta
and
go
get
to
some
sleep.
weed?
I gotta smoke.
Man, we
You're
going to
addicted,
70
bro.
Hold on,
Listen,
let me hit this weed.
you're-
real
My
quick.
you're
brother
addicted.
flies out here because he works for airline. He flies out here just to get weed.
Addiction.
Yeah.
That's an addiction, bro.
People are addicted
I've
to weed,
never
man.
traveled. Like I know there's a Cracker Barrel in Vegas. That's 4 hours away. That's an hour flight. I've never just hopped on that flight just be like, I need some Cracker Barrel. Fam.
But those
Like, I need-
pancakes, though.
Oh, those
as good as
pancakes
they
are real.
are.
Tony
As-
popped my
good
chair.
As good as
Woo.
they are, I've never traveled
right,
with
though, yeah.
only the attention of that.
Right.
And people swear that I know people that would choose buying an ounce over buying groceries.
Yeah, that's addiction.
That's addiction.
That
you
is,
you
man.
are 2 blunts away from approaching somebody like, hey, I suck.
They are addicted to weed out here, but they'll never own it.
They never own
They
it.
never own
and
the
it
addiction.
stink. It stinks. It's like somebody who loves fish and they constantly trying to push fish down your throat. Man, you should get on this seafood, man. Like
Yeah.
I don't
It
like
don't
it.
smell good.
It stink.
It doesn't smell
It don't
good.
stink, man. It
Tastes
smell
good.
good. The stinkier it is, the better it is. Like no, that's not always the case.
Yeah.
It's not. It's actually never the case.
They out here hooked. We're going to do one more
We'll do one
question
more.
and then get up out of here. Low Poet asks, when did your kids get their first cell phone? And Keon, are you thinking about their first cell phone? And what do you think is age appropriate? You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be different by the time.
Yeah, by the time I don't know. I don't even know what's gonna happen, but in another.
They're
10
going to be
years.
talking in their arms.
I just was
I'm
saying,
never.
it's
I'm
gonna
about to say I'm
be a-
never doing that because I was about to say that and I was like, no, I'm never allowing that.
Yeah, they gonna get
Nobody's
a SIM,
chipping me.
a SIM card in their thumb.
Yeah, nobody's chipping
I'm on
me.
my
Yeah,
way.
Dad.
I'm on my way.
Yes.
Whatever they
I'm on
get
my
though,
way.
it's gonna be the limitation. You can use this to call 911.
Mhm.
Me and your mama. It's some family member. You're not gonna be just on the internet. Like even his iPad, everything's shut down.
Right.
He can get on, which I didn't even know was a thing until I had kids. He can get on kids' YouTube
Mm-hmm.
and play his games, and that is it.
Yeah,
There's
man.
no kind of internet. There ain't no. She let him have her phone, and he ordered an Uber.
Yeah,
And so it was like,
that's about
How
right.
did he even get to
I
the
don't know.
menu screen?
Man,
somebody showed up like, I'm 5 minutes away. My mom was like, what are you
He
talking
put
about?
in the destination.
He
They
called
put a
an Uber
destination in.
to
Well,
LAX.
You know it comes. It,
LA,
a couple
that was
of them
about to be
pop
a
up.
grip.
Soon as you log on, a couple of them pop up. So he just was like, he was just prompted. He was just, I just got to get to this next screen.
And we live in
Man.
Sylmar. She was about to go to LAX.
Oh,
he was like, I'm
that's-
on the way. She was like, no.
Yo, that's a smooth.
mad
That's
funny.
a smooth 100. Cause it's 65 from
Oh
Glendale.
yeah, the
Yeah.
LAX price is ridiculous from
It's-
Burbank.
oh
Ridiculous.
my gosh, bro.
Man,
My daughter,
she got a phone. I imagine.
she does have a phone. She just got the S8. Before that, she had like some generic touchscreen phone. But because of her grades, we bust her back down to the flip phone. So
Yeah.
Oh,
now she's back
absolutely.
on
If you,
flat
if
phone.
you fail in classes,
Yeah,
you
she's
can't.
now she's on the back.
She
on
would
the
have a
flip phone.
rotary phone.
If there was a way, to give her a mobile rotary
You know
phone,
that big one they put on the desk.
Oh,
You
she
fail. You
was-
fail in classes. You got to
she'd
send
have
me
the-
stuff on a pigeon
she'd
leg.
have the old school
You need to
battery
carry a
in
fidget.
the laptop case cell
Yeah,
phone with the
for
cord
real.
attached to it.
Your grades should reflect your phone.
That part right there. So, but she's still not on social media either.
Okay.
So she's 13. No Facebook, no Twitter, no none of that.
And I don't think they should, because I remember when America Online first came out,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody was in the chat rooms. We
Yeah.
had no business being in there.
Oh no.
We had no business.
Well, I was already
being in there.
fast.
Well, yeah,
So-
you had a kid at 6.
Yeah, so I was out there in the street, so it really didn't matter to me. When I moved out at 14, my mom didn't even try to stop me. She knew. She was like,
Yeah.
I can't.
You was like, Mama, I've been penned and written here for 6 years.
I said,
Okay, I'm fine.
Can I level with you? Can I feel like we in each other's space? Okay. She was like, you're 14. I was like, no, I can't let you take care of me forever.
You was 41 when you was 14. Just switch the numbers.
So yeah,
You want some of these Fruit Loops? Give me the oat brand.
You know what I want.
Damn
Where's
well.
the raisin
I
bread?
want the grape nuts.
That is just like
You know what?
Pebbles.
Forget it. Just give me my coffee. I got to go down to the mill.
Facts. To the
You
meal.
went at the mill. I got to go down to the mill, do a double shift.
Where do we live?
You definitely had a lunch pail.
The steel one, though.
Construction joint.
You know?
Definitely had that.
Well,
With
I
the thermos.
never had a lunch case. My mom always made me pack that lunch in a grocery bag. It was
The grocery bag.
yeah,
is
the
the
grocery
worst.
bag is the worst.
That's the worst. Like if
it's-
you get a paper bag, cool, but
Yeah.
the grocery bag,
It's never full enough
trash.
for you to like grip it the right way
Yeah.
and it stays. So you got to like wrap it around your wrist
Yep.
and you hold it on a knot, and it's just a lot.
Lunch in the grocery
The
bag.
grocery
is
bag, lunch
Trash.
bag was the worst.
horrible. Well, to hear more, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
man. Thanks for holding it down, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but
Thanks for
listen,
coming,
I
man.
appreciate it, guys.
This is a
Appreciate
real
the
episode of
pull-up.
Daddy Issues.
Oh,
You
man.
had a lot of issues.
But
And I have a lot of
we
issues
got to have
right
you
now.
back because there's
I
more.
feel like they made me
There's
who
more.
I am. Like all of the messed up stuff has added to my success because I know how bad it can get.
Yeah,
So I just try to stay away from those type of situations. So
right.
see that right there? I stay away from that.
No, but you saying a newborn,
It's
It's
this
worse
is
than
trash,
this.
bro.
It is.
No,
Because
it's not.
because
the
here's the thing.
newborns ain't going
Look,
nowhere.
he set him down so he can touch more stuff, and look, now he's cool, right?
No, he's still
newborn
touching
can't
I
stuff.
know, but
move.
he's not crying anymore. But the newborn just.
But it's a soft J.
Yeah, it's way softer. And
This
they
this
can't
for
move.
2 hours. That for 2 hours.
I will admit, Serene cried for an entire day one time.
Bro, that right there, I would.
But he
when
wasn't-
you
you have
he
a
wasn't
crier
exactly a newborn.
who can still move. Yesterday, I just checked out on him at 5
Bro,
o'clock.
start tripping his ass. Like
At
while he's
5
walking
o'clock,
around,
I
you see him
checked
walking
out.
around, just put your foot out and trip him and let him figure out why gravity doesn't take a day off.
All right, y'all. We out of here with Tahir's horrible parenting methods with his rum on the gums and heroin and
I
tripping
said
the
whiskey.
kids.
I didn't say rum.
You did say heroin, though.
I didn't say
You
heroin.
said put the coke and heroin on the table.
I said
let's
coke
see
and
what
whiskey.
happens.
Coke and whiskey.
Because coke and whiskey. is
Where can
what's up.
people find you, Tahir, in your
I thought you was
abusive
gonna say, where can
way?
people find heroin? I was like, I don't know about heroin. I'm
In
on
the trap
everything.
house.
I'm on
At the
everything
mill.
as
In the-
Inside my lunchbox.
at Tahir Moore, TAHIRMOORE. But on Facebook, it's the Tahir Moore. At Tahir Moore is my personal one, and it is full. So find me on Facebook as the Tahir Moore. Everything else at Tahir Moore. Simple as that, man.
You can find me at Tony Baker Comedy on everything. TonyBakerComedy.com is the location. Keon.
You can find me at in an insane asylum. So I'm about to go crazy. At Keon Foley. It's KeonPolee.
He's just running.
All right, y'all. We out.